Hey, how you guys doing? My name's Hero. This is Coding with Strangers, and we're at Afrotech with
Brandon Tucker.
Brandon. What are you doing here?
I'm here with the company Robinhood, really just expanding our brand and also looking for new, enthusiastic people to join our community and our team. We're actually looking to hire, engineers, people on fraud, people in crypto, again, full stack developers, and brokers as well. So we're just out here really just trying to expand the Robinhood brand and find new talent as well.
What's the number one ick that you've ever seen on a resume or during an interview?
The number one ick I've ever seen on a resume is adding too much information. I've seen people that had like 15, maybe like 10 or 15 jobs, and they added all of them to their resume, just making it very long, making it very sloppy. My word of advice for that is just like, if you do have a resume, you're trying to apply for some type of position or a job, cut it down to be more specific to that role that you are in. You don't need the extra positions or extra jobs that have nothing to do with the job that you're actually looking for, if that makes sense.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Hero. We're here with Coding with Strangers at Afrotech, speaking to
Angela Benjamin.
And what do you do?
I lead Delta's diversity talent acquisition strategy, which is focused on our outreach to our underrepresented groups. So looking at the K through 12 population, really wanting to help young people understand our career pathways in terms of our pilot career opportunity, our mechanic career opportunity, as well as some of our corporate career opportunities in IT, analytics, digital, project management, HR, sales, etc.
And what's one thing you should never put on your resume or say during an interview?
Well, I think in terms of the resume, you really want it to be about your skills and your experience. Typically, we don't recommend that people put their photos on their resumes. I think some people feel like that's something that helps them. And in some industries, it might, where it's sort of the industry standard. But more broadly, resume photos are not the norm. And so that's one thing I recommend that people not put on their resume. But there's a lot of interesting things that you should put on your resume, such as your interest, such as if you speak multiple languages, if you have a hobby that might be connected to an industry that you're interested in, showing that you've done your own personal research. So those are some things you should put on your resume.
Speaking with
Dan Freeman from the Trade Desk.
What's one position you guys are hiring for right now?
So we actually have a number of engineering roles open that we're really excited about.
Tell me something they should definitely be doing in an interview.
Something to do in the interview that I didn't know when I first joined the professional world was asking questions that are specific to the company and the role is really important. At the end of an interview, when they say, do you have any questions, you definitely want to have some. I used to think it was a trick. I'd say no, because I just wanted to be excited about the job, but that's a really great opportunity to show the research and excitement for that specific opportunity. So come in with 2 or 3 very specific questions, and that'll really help.
Talking to
Malik Larkin.
Adora Aldi.
Kai Jones.
Noah McMillan.
And we're here with PlayStation. What's the number one position you guys are looking for here at PlayStation?
Pass it on.
Software engineers.
Engineers.
If you had to pick one thing not to say or do in an interview, what would it be?
Your PlayStation achievements.
That's a great one. Xbox achievements.
Right? Your Xbox achievements.
Man, just don't break the NDA.
Don't ask me for a PS5.
Talking with
David Sarangi.
What's the number one position you guys are hiring for right now?
Oh, we're hiring for a lot of positions, software engineers, analysts, name it, we have it. You just need to go to our community, sign up, and get your information, and we're going to be reaching out to you.
What's one thing you shouldn't put on your resume?
That's a great question. You shouldn't put a lot of personal information, on your resume. Think about what represents you and your brand and what you're looking for in terms of the job that you're applying for, and that's what you should focus on your resume.
We're at Afrotech talking to
Kiana from Meta.
And what do you do at Meta?
I'm a university recruiter.
This is important. What's one thing you should never put on your resume?
Never ever lie on your resume, especially when it comes to lying about your skills, your projects, experience. If anything, what I recommend people to do with their resumes is to use it as like a matching game when it comes to the job description. So take your resume, take the job description, and make sure that you have the qualifications, but without, stretching the truth. You can think about your transferable skills that you have in your current experiences, whether that's projects, hobbies, your extracurricular activities. In what ways are you making impact? In what ways are you leading? In what ways are you able to own something? So those are things that we as recruiters look for, but make sure that you're able to speak to everything on your resume.
And what's the number one position you guys are going to be hiring for in 2024?
Software engineering. I'm a software engineering recruiter. We have a couple of positions opening up soon. Our Meta University program is for freshmen and sophomore, and then we also have our 12-week SWE internship. That's a software engineering internship.
How you doing? My name's Hero. This is Coding with Strangers. We're here at Afrotech with.
Janice Clark from McDonald's.
And what do you do?
I'm a technical recruiter at McDonald's. I support global technology.
What's the number one position you guys are hiring for right now?
Right now in global technology, I would say the number one position is mixture of three: project, product managers, and vendor managers.
What's one thing you should never say or do on a resume?
One thing you should never say or do on a resume is... That's actually a really good question. I'd say something that I see a lot right now that I personally, you don't need to see is your address. Nobody needs to see exactly where you live. I think that's something that people need to kind of take back. We don't need to know all of those things about you, so keep your address to yourself.